Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. So we're just going to keep continuing our series that we call KAM REACTS. So some of you in the comments call me Cam, aka Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're going to react to a video called 10 Signs They Are Jealous of You and Turn Their Back on You by Trenius Henderson, aka Trend Genius. And he always calls himself Big Bro Tren, even though I'm probably older than him, which is kind of weird to hear. But so this came out in 2021, October 31st. And, you know, I'll say this. When I saw this video, I was like, man, I've experienced a lot of the things that he's talking about. And I think that's why there's that saying that the more personal something feels, the more universal it actually is. And one of the things that you might be surprised by as you level up in your journey, right, is that the people who you thought would be proud of you are not proud of you. And they might have done some weird things like, shame you that you're not successful. And then when you become successful, they become jealous of you, right? It's crazy. And there have been books like the 48 Laws of Power that talk about that. But we're not going to talk about that book today. But let's go ahead and start watching this video. Again, 10 signs they're jealous of you and turn their back on you. And I'm going to put a link to this video down below. So let's get started.
Have you ever wondered, like, one night you was out with your friend and, y'all always been cool. Y'all never took anything seriously. And then all of a sudden it's like your friend just thought that you said something serious and they started tripping or they started treating you some kind of way because they thought that what you said was taken seriously. Or better yet, have you ever wondered, like, why, like, all of a sudden, this person that you used to know, they used to call you all the time. Y'all used to be ace boon coons. And
Hold on, let me stop that right there. I have never heard I had never heard of the word a spoon coon until I watched this video, and I looked it up on Google, and that's like your best friend. I learned something new in this video. A spoon coon. All right, let me keep playing.
then all of a sudden they just nowhere to be found. Like, where did they go? Like, what happened? Did you do something wrong? Like, why are they not in your life no more like they used to be? Listen, I need you to say that with me one more time, man. Listen, man, listen. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you some signs that people are jealous of you and you just don't know it, okay? Now, this is something a lot of people won't talk about. A lot of people won't tell you this, especially the people that's jealous of you, all right? But it's very important that you be aware of what people are doing right in front of your face, okay? And you don't know nothing about it, okay? So stay tuned through this whole entire video. It's your big brother, Trend Genius. Listen, do not forget to press that subscribe button at the end of this video. If all
You see when he says subscribe, this this lit up. What if when I say subscribe, it lights up too? Probably will in this video, right? But yeah, I mean, this intro I just kind of relate with, right? You ever have like best friends where it's like, whoa, like we're really close, and all of a sudden, like they get angry at you or something like irrational happens, they stop talking to you. My goodness, this is a common experience. Let's keep going.
all of these signs resonate with you, because I can guarantee you, whether you believe it or not, some of the people that's not in your life right now, the reason why they're not in your life right now is probably because they are jealous of you or they envious of you, but they never wanted to tell you that, but they showing you in plain sight that they are really jealous of you, and that's why they turned their back on you, okay? So stay tuned to the end of this video. If you stay tuned to the end of this video, your big brother Trend Genius got something very special for you, all right? Listen, man, listen. Here's the first sign that somebody's jealous of you, all right?
Your future is at
Hold
your
on, let me
fingertips.
see if I can skip this. Dang it. All right. Well, this is how I'm doing a reaction live non-edited because we got this, but let's keep going.
All the time. And they've been doing it to you for a long time. But now that you are watching this video, I'm confirming it to you that they jealous of you. All right? When people never call you anymore, once upon a time, they was calling you. Why? Maybe because you wasn't doing as lot as you doing now. You wasn't as busy as you busy now. You wasn't as successful as you successful now. You didn't have as much money as what you have now. You wasn't happy back then like you are now. That's why they was calling you. You are my friend. Yeah, you want to go hang out today? But no, now that you starting to do better, now that you're becoming your greater version, you doing better than you did this time last year, and everything is going right for you, guess where they at? Nowhere to be found. And you probably been wondering, like, man, why such and such don't call me no more, man? Why they don't even reach out to say what's up, or why they don't want to link up no more? The reason why these people don't want to link up with you no more is because they are no longer on your level, all right? You have risen above them, okay? But see, they too insecure to tell you, like, hey, man, I'm trying to figure out how you doing what you doing, man. I'm trying to go there too. You know, I'm trying to get the same type of bag that you getting. Like, can you please educate me, friend, on how can I get to your level? See,
So let me actually just write down a list here. So I'm going to talk about the 10 reasons, and we're going to kind of take a few notes here. And so let me just do this. Reason number one, or is it, or sign number one? I'm sorry, not 10 reasons. Sign number one. So 10 signs. And we'll do that. They don't call you anymore, right? And so what's funny is that, like, I remember when I was struggling and I always saw someone more successful than me, I'd always be like, dude, how did you do what you did? Please teach me. And then I'd be like begging people. Nobody would really help me, but I'd still be begging people. So I feel like, when you get to a position where, you are successful and you can easily help people, ain't nobody calling you anymore. They know you're successful. They know you are, but ain't nobody calling you anymore. So let's just keep going.
they got too much pride and too much ego to come to you for instructions. You know what I mean? But they was your so-called friend though. No, not anymore. These people have become jealous of you, and this is why they don't call you anymore. So if you've been wondering why such and such and who ain't been calling you no more like they used to, they jealous of you, and they have turned their back on you. I just want you to know, all right? Now, the number two sign as to why people become really jealous of you is this, right? When you always find yourself calling people and you always trying to bring things together, maybe you're the type of person you want to see your family together versus being dysfunctional. You know what I mean? You want to build a relationship with your mama versus your mama not having a relationship. You trying to build a relationship with your siblings, and you trying to reach out to them to see if they want to create this gathering, this meetup, this get together. You always trying to be the cornerstone. You always trying to create the experience, but it's like they not giving you the same response back. You ever wonder that? That's because they jealous of you, all right? If you always calling people and you always
Well, number two is kind of like the opposite of number one, which is you always got to call them, right? So sign number two, you always have to call them. And again, it's kind of sad, right? Like, you know what's funny? A long time ago, well, not a long time ago, I talked to a probate attorney. And if you don't know what probate is, it's like when you pass away, your assets go through the court system, right? And he told me something that kind of stuck to my brain, where it's like, hey, like when you pass away, almost nobody has zero heirs or people who can claim their assets, right? And I thought it was so strange how, like, when you're alive, no one want anything to do with you anymore. But when you're dead, oh, they're gonna claim your assets, right? But so it's kind of like, well, why don't we do things together when we're alive? You know what I mean? Why am I the one who always got to call? Why is it that nobody ever reach out to me anymore? So again, that's like sign number two of the jealousy. So sign number two is kind of related to sign number one, but let's keep going.
texting them on your phone. If you always texting this girl, bro, like she said she liked you when she met you. She thought you was the most flyest guy that she ever met. She told you all this stuff about how her ex-boyfriend wasn't this, wasn't that, and how you better than him. And then it's crazy, right? Because the next day after that, when you start texting, and the next day after that, when you text again, she ain't responding. She don't got nothing to say. She ain't calling you. She ain't doing nothing that she said she would do. Why? Because she's a Decepticon. She fooled you. Okay?
Ah, dang it. Hate the ads. But let's keep going.
She fooled you. She tricked you. Deep down inside, she was jealous of you in some kind of way. She wasn't ready to take on you as a man in some kind of way. All right? This is what makes people jealous of you, man. When you see them all, you see you always reaching out to them. You always trying to see if they want to do something because you just feel sorry for the little Decepticons. You know, you just like, oh man, let me just call Tommy, man. I know he ain't doing nothing, man. I know his life ain't more exciting than mine. Let me just see what he's doing, man.
And one comment that I want to make is that you know that the people that you know aren't doing anything. You know what I mean? It's like I know you ain't doing anything, and but why am I the only person who got to reach out to people, right? It's kind of weird.
And they didn't even answer your phone call. You know they ain't doing nothing. See, if you always reaching out and you always calling people more than they call you, if you always texting people and they see your messages on Instagram and they never respond back, they got some kind of situation with you. They jealous of you. They don't like you. They envious of you. And they doing it in plain sight. If you can't recognize this in your face, I don't know. This video ain't for you, okay? You got to be able to recognize these signs, all right? Now, the third sign that somebody's jealous of you and they turn their back on you is they try to ignore you when you talk. You ever
Okay, let's write that one. Sign number 3. And I can totally relate to this one. They ignore you when you talk. Now, I kind of talk about this in some of the velocity banking videos I've made where it's like, hey, I paid off my mortgage in 2 years, 9 months. And then, instead of doing the thing where it's like, would be the most rational, how'd you do that? Can you teach me? I could just tell there's an air of uncomfortableness, and then they want to like switch the subject, right? So sign number 3, they ignore you when you talk.
had a conversation with somebody and it's like you just trying to explain the most serious things to them that happened to you, and it really weighing on your brain and you trying to just vent to them. And then all of a sudden they just get up and start doing some shit. You know what I mean? They just get up and start fixing something, or they be watching TV, or they say a comment of something that's happened on TV, like, oh, they really, you still sitting there talking to them, explaining to them, what the fuck is going on with your.
Okay, I can't help laugh at this because this has happened to me so many times in my youth where I'm like trying to, pour my heart out about something that's been weighing in on my mind. And then the other person that I hope would be receptive to me is like their mind is completely somewhere else or they just completely ignore me. Has that ever happened to you? That's happened to me a ton of times during my youth. But let's keep going.
Your life, and you really the one. They really the one that you counting on to listen to it, but for some strange reason they ignoring you. You ever been in a situation like that? That's because they jealous of you. They don't want to hear what's going on in your life. They already showing you that they can't. They jealous of you. They can't relate to you. That's why they changing the subject when you talk. That's why they ignoring you when you talk. That's why when it's time for you to talk in the group, everybody start messing with their fingernails. Everybody start taking on their phones and stuff like that. Because they just don't want to hear what you got to say because they low-key jealous of you. See, people can't hide their jealousy and their envy, man, because it's in their heart. It's in their heart, okay? It's in their heart. So their behavior is automatically going to show how their heart feel about you, whether they like it or not. It's going to show you that they jealous of you because just the greatness that you are. Like when you do start talking, they already know it's going to be something motivational. It's going to be something inspirational, educational, intellectual. And they already know it's going to be some true shit. But they don't want to hear it because they flawed. They fake. They haters. They Decepticons. They jealous of you. And this is why when you start talking, people turn their back on you. Okay? It's totally different when you have a real friend in your life. Your real friend is attentive, like, okay? What else happened next? Oh, really? And your real friend will sit there and listen to you all the way out, all night long until you are finished explaining.
And that's kind of what you would expect to happen when good things happen in your life. Like, right? Like people would be attentive, like, hey man, teach me what you did and I want to get to where you are. They wouldn't just completely ignore you, right?
And what happened. Your real friend will listen to you and they'll give you their feedback on what they think after. A hater, somebody that's jealous on you, they'll turn their back on you as soon as you start talking because they think that you are better than them or something. I don't know what's going on in these Decepticons' mind, but that's another sign that they are jealous of you, and that's how they turn their back on you is when you start talking. Now the fifth way people show that they jealous of you.
Hold on. I think did he skip sign number 4? Did he say well, let's just do this. Maybe I skip sign number 4. But number 3 is they ignore you when you talk. Okay, actually, let me see this. Did someone make a comment here of all of them? Okay, so let me just let's just keep going. What's sign number 5? So 1, 2, 3. No, I'm right. This is third. Man, he went to number 5. Maybe it's because the number 4 is unlucky. Lucky, in Korean society, if you ever go in an elevator, they'll actually not have the letter 4, not the letter, the number 4 on the, I think it's 4 on the elevator, and they'll put like F or something because it's bad luck, I think. And if I don't remember that correctly, that's because I'm a terrible Korean, but let's go ahead.
Is when you get around them and they try to act more important. You ever been around somebody and they try to act more important than you? Like you ever, walked up to your friend and she was talking to some other girls or whatever and this and that, but when you walked up, she tried to like put on her like corporate America type attitude. She started saying all her words perfectly. She started smiling more or something like that. People want to appear more important than you when they jealous of you. Okay, this is how you know they jealous of you, because it's like your status and they status. But it's like when y'all get around a group of people, it's like they always want to be the spotlight. Like they know every damn thing. Like, yeah, man, let me tell you how to do this. Man, the reason why they're doing all this shit is because they know you around. They know you around. So when you come around, it's like a competition. You know what I mean? They not seeing you as a friend like you want them to. See, you see them as a teammate. You see them as somebody who you can build with. You see them as Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I mean? This your partner right here. You know what I'm saying? You see them like that, in that light, but they don't see you in the same light. They see you as a threat. They see you as competition. They think that you better than them because in their mind, they like you and they want they want to be just like you, and they don't think that they deserve it. Okay? This is why people try to act more important when you around. It's because they got low self-esteem. And they think that when you come around, you're going to steal all the spotlight. But I know how you is. Listen, I know how you is. Say it with me one more time, man. Listen, you're not even trying to be the spotlight. You're not even trying to be the center of attention. I know. Sometimes you got to dumb down your greatness because you already know when you walk on the scene, you're going to be the spotlight and the center of attention. Sometimes you let people just have the spotlight like you can have it. Yes, I'm glad somebody else is talking. And that's your friend. That's your friend. That's your husband. That's your jealous husband. That's your family member. That's them. When you come around, oh Lord, they're going to try to act like they the instructor. They're going to try to act like they know everything just like you do. Because they want to be just like you. So when you get around people and they try to act more important, they are really jealous of you low key because you don't got to do all that when you come around. Like, I don't got to do all that when you come around. But if I start doing all that when you come around, I see you coming in the room, I'm like, yeah. Like, when I start doing all that, that's how you know I'm jealous of you or I want to be just like you, all right?
Has that ever happened to you where like people in the room always act like they have to know more than you? And then they don't like, here's the thing. If you know something more than me, I'm just like, dude, that's cool. How'd you do that? Right? Like, let's say like you got a YouTube channel that has like 300,000 subscribers and you did it in a relatively short time. And, and it was really easy. I probably want to figure that out. I wouldn't be like, I know more than you. Right. But a lot of people kind of do that. But let's just move to the sixth. Like, I think this is YouTube's auto caption because it's sick sign. Let's keep going.
The sixth sign that somebody's really jealous of you is when, now this is dead giveaway right here. This is something that is so obvious and it's a real slap in the face. If you have people in your life that are doing this, you need to get away from these people, okay? These people are dangerous and they can become very detrimental to your well-being, all right? Remember the sixth sign. When people never support your visions, all right? If you have people in your life, they know what you're doing. Maybe you might be the next big music producer, or maybe you're an author or something, or, you could be anything, man. Maybe you're a makeup artist or whatever. If people know what you are trying to create, if they know your vision, if they know the business that you have, and they never are supporting it, and you're around them all the time, you could be around them more than you're around your customers or people who you want to buy or be a part of your business. If you're around these people more than you are strangers, and they never talk about your vision, they never support your vision, They never ask you questions about it. And they just, every time you start talking about your business or your vision or purpose or something like that, they always write it off. They always like write it off like it's not nothing serious. They jealous of you, all right? And it could be anybody. This could be your own mama. This could be your own daddy. You know, this could be your brother, your sister. It could be anybody, all right? There's no discriminating with jealousy. If somebody's jealous of you, they're going to show you that they're jealous, because every time you start talking about who you're going to be one day, or, you know, you're going to talk about, you know, I want this, I want to have $1 million. You know, I'm gonna live out here, man, and I'm gonna do it big, man. I'm gonna get a big house. And as soon as you start talking about your dream house, and they start changing the subject, or they start like taking you not serious, like, you ain't gonna do that, man, or, you know, man, you dreaming, man. You ain't got what it takes, man. As soon as they start talking like that, they jealous of you, and they turning their back on your dreams. They turning their back on supporting you. All right.
So one thing I do want to comment is that one of the things I talk about in this channel is you need to succeed first and then tell other people. So one of the biggest mistakes that you will make in life is that you're telling everybody and whoever your idea and expect support from it. And you'll kind of almost see what the true dynamic, relationship dynamic is between you and the other people when you succeed at something, not tell anybody, and then you tell other people. And one of the things I've experienced time and time again is people telling me that the thing that I've already succeeded in is a bad idea, right? Even though I've already done it. Okay. Like, how is it a bad idea if I've already succeeded? And that's how you know it's about how they feel about you rather than, you know, if your thing is really bad or not. So let me just keep going.
Right? If they never invested into you, they never say, "Hey, man, I see you doing this, man. I see you got your clothing line coming up, man. Can I buy something from you?" If they ain't even never bought none of your products at all, but they still going out here to the mall and they spending $1,000 on Balenciaga, they jealous of you.
Your competitors will wish they had known about Vibe. With Vibe, you can launch targeted TV and streaming ads.
They jealous, and they showing you right in front of your face that they jealous of you. All right? Listen, it's your big brother Trent, man. Say it one more time, man. Listen. Another sign that somebody's jealous of you and they turning their back on you right in front of your face is when you start explaining something and they always try to correct you. You ever been in?
Okay. So sign number 7, you start explaining something, and they always try to correct you.
In a situation where you're telling somebody exactly how to do something because maybe you've done it before, or you've made that mistake before, or you've been in this area before. You're like trying to explain to them how to navigate the car to get to the right destination. And then they're like, no. You don't have to, you don't go down there. You go here. No, and then it's all wrong. It's not even right. They're not even factual. Don't even have the facts. And you're sitting there explaining to them fact by fact what you already know to be true, but for some strange reason, they never accept it.
I've had this happen to me before where it's like things I've done for many, many years, and then I try to explain it to other people, and then they act like I'm totally wrong. I'm like, what's going on here? I used to devote my life to this thing 8 hours a day. Of course I know what I'm talking about. Like, and so, oh man, that's totally relatable. Keep going.
You know what I mean? They are not receptive at all. And it's like everything that you say, it's like always misconstrued. They always try to correct you. You know why? Because they know you're right. But see, they want to be as right as you when they know they are wrong. Okay? They want to make you out to be a liar. They want you to be wrong so bad. That's how jealous of you they are of you. That's how jealous people are of you. They want you to be wrong so bad. And they are basically showing their true colors, that they are jealous of you. They don't like when you right all the time because they know you smart. Okay? You don't run into so many people, man. They never going to be as smart as you. And they know they're not going to be but they're going to always try to make you think they are smart. They not smart. And the reason why they're going to try to make you think that they're smart is because they're going to always try to correct you. They want to be like you. Remember, these people want to be like you. They love you and they hate you at the same time. That's what jealousy is, all right? But they're going to show you more hate than they do love, okay? So don't try to explain nothing to people that's like this, man, because they never going to be wrong. You're never gonna, if you tell somebody that's doing wrong how to do something right, they're never gonna say, oh, you're right. You're right. What's your name? What's your name? Okay, they're gonna say, you're right, Sarah. You're right. You're right, Tom. You're right, man. Yeah, I should do it that way. No, they're jealous of you, so they're gonna always just like write it off. They're gonna always just say like, no, it's not. No, let me call somebody else and see what they think. They'll even call somebody else right in front of your damn face, and you got the answer. And just because they don't want you to be right, they jealous. They sure.
Do you ever have that happen where you're telling someone that you know something to be 100% true and they won't believe you and they'll call someone else right in front of your face? Oh my goodness. Too relatable. Keep going.
You in plain sight. They slap you in the face in plain sight. And you got to be aware of this. Listen, I'm not telling you nothing that you don't already know, man. You already know this. I'm just confirming it to you, man. Listen, it's your big brother Trenius. Listen, I'm telling the truth, man. Give this video a thumbs up right now if I'm telling the truth. Comment below right now and just say, big bro, you telling the truth, bro. If one of these signs resonated with you right now, comment below. Put some emojis beside it to separate yourself from everybody else. Make people jealous, all right? Whoever got the best comment, make people jealous, all right? I know it's some jealous people watching this shit. If you jealous and you watching this shit, go ahead and give this video a thumbs down because you know that's what you want to do. Because you know I'm telling the truth about your ass. Huh? Listen, jealous people. See, that's one thing you gotta understand about jealous people. They love you and they hate you at the same time. They will watch your ass and not even like you.
I've almost, although I still do whenever it's convenient or whatever, I'll still have way.
All these
But
ads thing.
Huh? They will. They do it to me all the time. People will watch you. They will dress like you. They will get the same car as you and everything, but they don't even like you. Like, damn, why are you watching me if you don't even like me? Duh. Okay? Listen. Because that's because you have something that they want and they feel like they can't have it. All right? Listen, this is the 8th sign. Listen, stay with me now. This is the 8th sign that somebody's jealous of you and they're going to turn their back on you. When you start talking about yourself, right? Everybody's human. Everybody has done something, great with their life and have accomplished something. When you start talking about your accomplishments, your achievements, your accolades, your certificates, your trophies, your new outfit, your new haircut, who did your nails, when you start talking about your new makeup that you're using, when you start talking about how clear your face is becoming or how physique your body's becoming, when you start talking about this shit, it get under people's skin. Because what they start doing is they start comparing what you saying to them. And if they don't amount up to your level, then they start getting jealous of you. That shit start cutting deep. You start cutting deep. And that's how you can test somebody. All right. If you want to know if somebody friend or foe, just when you get around them, start talking about all the great things that's going on with yourself. And if they begin to cringe and they begin to fold, or you see that little Decepticon ass face come on them like that, and you can feel that negative toxic energy coming off them like, that's how you know that they are not your friend. That's how you know that they're a hater and they jealous low key. Because somebody is not jealous, they'll be like, yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, really? Oh man, that's awesome. For real? Oh man, you gotta show me how to do that, cuz. Like, when you start meeting people like that, they not jealous of you. But when you start meeting people that's like, they start turning their face upside down and stuff like that, and they start like, thinking that you're arrogant because you're just talking about yourself. You ever have people like that where it's like, you just talking about yourself. You just telling who you are. You just explaining your life story. And it could be more good than bad. It could be more good in your life than it is in this person's life because they just so negative and so toxic that they think that you arrogant. They think that you bragging. They think that you conceited. If you the person that know how to get to the money faster than them, they're going to say you're greedy because you won't give them your hard-earned resources, or you won't give them your money that you work hard for. You understand what I'm saying? See, people mad. See, people always want to complain about the money they don't have because they didn't do the work that they need to do. And then when they get around you, somebody who actually worked, who put their head to it, put their mind to it, you did the bloodshed and tears. You went through the adversities and you got to the cash. You got there faster than them. And see, people come at you and they think that you greedy, or, people think that you bragging because you just telling everybody about your achievements. You know what I mean? And so when they start to say that things like you're arrogant or you're cocky, or you're conceited, or you think that you all that. When just watch your friends. When y'all getting dressed, just watch your friends. When you get dressed and you get your clothes on and y'all going out somewhere and they say some sneaky shit like, you think you all that, don't you? Or like, why you walk like that? Or you acting white, or you know what I mean? They say anything smart, bro. Like, you just gotta catch it. Once you catch it, you got it, bro. Don't act like nobody didn't tell you this, man. It's your big brother, Trent G. I'm just telling you what you already know. I just want you to be aware of jealous people in your life, because sometimes they can go undetected if you're not aware of, you know, they little moves that they make and the shit that they do. All right. So listen, number 9. This is a dead giveaway also as to, you know, if somebody's jealous or you're not, and they are throwing shade at you. All right. If you have a friend or next door neighbor or colleague or whoever's jealous of you, right? What they will do is, when y'all have a conversation on the phone or face to face, you will notice that they always talk about themselves. Okay. Now, a real conversation is supposed to go back and forth. They're supposed to pay attention to you for a while. So you can't explain common sense to everybody, because they just slow. They just dumb. So when you're supposed to talk about you for a while, and they supposed to be attentive to you for a while, and then they supposed to talk about them for a while, and they supposed to be attentive to you for a while, and then go back and forth, hand in hand, like passing the basketball, We on teams, baby. We trying to win. Okay. But if you got somebody that you talking to that's so-called your friend, and they always start a conversation like me, me. As soon as you finish explaining something about what you doing and that you need advice on, they say, well, I did this. Me and my husband did that. I went and bought this, and I got this in my closet, and I went and bought that for $9.99, and it was cheaper. And like, if they start automatically putting themselves like on the pedestal, and after you done explain something to them, they jealous of you. They competing with you. You know what I mean? You got to understand this. You got to be aware of this. Some people ain't your friends. They in competition with you. They competing with you. Why you think that when y'all have a conversation, it's like they always got to have a bounce back of something that's better than you? You know what I mean? Oh, when I got a new car. You know, I just went and bought my new car last week. It's a 2019. Oh, I know a friend. My close friend, she bought a 2021 yesterday. It's like, damn, okay, like, but can I get a compliment for at least having my 2019? But they always want to compete with you. See, they whole goal is to make you feel lesser than them. All right. They always trying to be bigger than you. They always trying to have the throne. You know what I mean? That's how these jealous minded people think. And it's right in front of your face. And you got to be able to detect it. All right. They can't hide it. Remember, because it's in their heart. It's in their heart. And you can't hide what your heart feels. Okay. It's going to come out in your behavior, whether you like it or not. All right. So moving on. Number 10, last but not least. Now, this is when it get bad. Now, this is another thing you need to pay close attention to. If this started to happen to you, make sure that you get yourself away from this person by any means necessary. This person become a threat to you. This person becomes a detriment to your well-being, and this person can very well be dangerous, okay? Jealous people. Listen, if somebody begins to threaten you, and if somebody wants to fight you for no apparent reason, like you haven't done nothing to them, matter of fact, you might not even know them. It's like when you get around them, they just automatically don't like you, or they'll tell you straight up, I don't like you, and you haven't even talked to them. They don't know you from a can of paint or a hole in the wall. All right. If you got somebody in your life that's so-called your friend, or, you know, that you done got around, and they done told you straight up they want to harm you, you know, they want to fight you, and you know, they just want to start a problem with you for no reason. You ain't even done nothing to these folks. All right. This how you know they jealous of you. They jealous. It ain't nowhere else to explain it. I can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Like if you know this clique of girls and you don't even know them, but they always focused on you. It's like they always watching what you do. They always watching your move. They always talking about you. Got your name in their mouth. You know what I mean? And they don't like you for no reason. They jealous of you, baby. It ain't nowhere else to describe it. They jealous of you. Okay. See, this is how you know a Decepticon is level 10. Okay. They really a demon. All right. That's a demon. All right. If you get around somebody that they don't know you, you don't know them at all, and then they just don't like you for no reason. They want to fight you. They want to destroy you. They start threatening you, and you don't know them at all. They are a demon. Okay. They ain't a Decepticon no more. All right. Decepticon, we giving them a little bit of leniency. We know they slow. We know they dumb. All right. But this person is possessed. Okay, because there's no way in the hell you can literally threaten or want to hurt somebody or harm somebody that you do not know. That's a psychological illness. All right. So they demonically possessed at that point. So if you get around people that's like that, they want to harm you, they don't like you as soon as they see you because, oh, you're green and I'm blue, you're black because I'm white and that, you know what I mean? You're Asian. I don't like you. Like, you get around people like that, bro, they got a psychological impairment. Okay, that's a psychological issue in their brain. All right, chemical imbalance. All right, so I hope you don't have people like that in your life. I remember I had some people like that in my life tell me some things like that. Like, I don't like you. Like, I remember one time I had this girl, I ain't even talk to her. I ain't try to get her number or nothing. I was just at the same party she was at, and I was just standing beside her. She was minding her business. I was minding mine. I didn't try to get a number or nothing. And then she just looked at me and said, I don't like you. Move, get away from me. I don't like you. I'm like, what the? Ain't nothing. I didn't even do nothing to you. I didn't even do nothing to you. Like, I said nothing at all, you scallywag. No hair in the back. Like, I didn't say nothing to you. You just mad because I won't talk to you, huh? You just mad because I don't like you, scallywag. That's why you're mad. I'm not going to say nothing else. But anyway, this is the reason why people are jealous of you, man. If you didn't know, now you know, man. And this is why they turn their back on you. You've been wondering where they at. They ain't nowhere to be found. Ain't nobody called you. They didn't respond back to your text. They never compliment you. They always act more important when you're around. They try to ignore you when you talk. They try to change the subject. They always talking about themselves. Me, mama. This is how you know that they jealous of you, man. If this video resonated with you, make sure you comment below all the signs that resonated with you, all right? And somebody please put the timestamps on all 10 of these signs for me so that everybody can, like, go back and forth.
Okay, so let me just see if there's any sort of timestamps because I must have either skipped number 4 or maybe he just kind of skipped it. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll tell you the which ones that I kind of resonate with the most is probably um they ignore you when you talk. I remember once upon a time where I'd just be always excited to share something, and then like, the people that I knew would always try to switch the subject, and they would also get really, really angry at me, like, really angry. I'm like, "Where did this come from? Like, where did these," like, you don't think, like, demons would be in people that, you've known for a long time, like, because it's like, well, you think you knew the people, and all of a sudden, they just get, like, really angry at you for just sharing some ideas, like, really, really angry at you, right? But I pretty much, I pretty much, kinda resonate with all of these, but yeah, so what do you think? Like, do you think that are the people in your life like this, or maybe they're not? I don't know, maybe you got some supportive people, but all I know is this, that there could have been a lot of pain and suffering that I would have avoided in my life, had I known that jealousy is rampant in the adult world. Like, I literally had no idea. And, if you've never read the book, The 48 Laws of Power, so 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, book was written in the 90s, right? This book was written in the 90s. And let me just kind of go in here. When was it written? 1998. And this is kind of like a huge bestseller. And a lot of it is just about jealousy. It really is, right? And so, yeah, selling over 1.3 million copies in the United States. But yeah, jealousy is a powerful emotion. So yeah, so this is Cam Reacts, Korean Atlanta Mentorship. Let me know if anything from the video resonated with you, and don't forget to like and subscribe and do the thing that all YouTubers tell you to do. And also, we have a 99-cent YouTube membership where you get exclusive access to emojis and live streams for YouTube members. Okay. All right. Well, have a great day, everybody. This is, I'll put a link to this video on the description. This is Cam, Korean Atlanta Mentorship. So Cam Reacts. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.